I describe us as contracting scientists. What we do is we work on client sites to resolve a problem or a need that a client has. When something goes wrong, we get called out and we then find a resolution. Now there's a process investigation, there's sampling, testing, but then we go away and think about it and come up with a way of fixing it so that A, the client doesn't have a problem anymore, and hopefully B, it runs more efficiently for them with net environmental benefits on the back end.
Aqua Enviro works a lot with water and wastewater sector, as well as some other waste organizations that are producing energy or recovery of minerals or anything that you could possibly get out of waste. So this is the bigger scope of what they do here.
The testing that we do here is to check that big companies are within their parameters, and if they're not, it gives them some kind of indication as to what they need to do to get themselves back into them parameters. It's not just going onto a site and going, right, okay, this is the data that we've got in front of us, what can we do with it? We can determine a deeper root cause to the problem.
People talk about innovation a lot. It's hard sometimes to actually embed and realise that. People have to deal with different risks. But if you don't have a conversation, you don't think about what's coming up, then you can't make those changes happen. And there's a lot of talk around how the funding of industry can change to support that, different financial models to allow people to plan for the future, because the challenges can be very different then to what they are now.
Part of the engineering arm, one of our clients, they said, identify energy efficiencies on these 15 sites. So quite often though, if you have an energy efficiency, you can get a compliance efficiency at the same time by, for example, running an aeration lane at a lower mixed liquor, or changing a certain way something's done operationally, so that you can see a net benefit in the impact of the effluent, but at the same time actually use less oxygen, air and all the rest of the energy that goes with that in order to achieve it. So you can often get win-wins. If the client wants to let us go away and do our own thing in terms of work collegiately, figure out different solutions and problems, we will do that. On the other hand, we're also a commercial enterprise, so if they say to us, come to this site, take these samples and tell us the answers, we'll do the rest, we'll do that as well.
In this instance, we're building a pilot plant for operation on an industrial effluent plant. So we've designed the process, and we've given the sizing of the tanks and all of the other details to the fabricators, and we're here now to see how they've done with the construction, and then we will take this on and operate it on site.
Some of the other things we've done is optimise and run whole plants, so something about the size you see behind us. Part of the build, they have to prove the oxygen transfer efficiency of this piece of equipment. So we have a set prescribed amount of data that we need to gather. We will make calculations from that, and then we'll show to the client the efficiency rates of the oxygen transfer.
The way we approach things is from totally different angle, because clients are living in that condition. They just, get a bit tangled in that circle, but we see sometimes a bigger picture, and maybe it's even an easy solution, but they haven't thought about it, and yeah, it can make a big change anyway.
There might be a study that lasts 2 weeks, but all those days, those 14 days will not be the same. There'll be things that will happen from site perspective, from our perspective, and we just have to work around it and do the best we can to get the job done at the end of the day.
Every day's different. Inquiries come in, different projects come in. Someone's found something in the lab that's just a little bit different. They want an opinion or a view. It is that sort of holistic linking where everyone meshes together with the client to provide something that's good for everybody. And the net result is variety, and it makes it a good and a fun place to be.
It is fantastic to know that I can work in a place like this, and it's just all of my passion has rolled into my job. So I'm happy enough working here to know that I'm making a difference.
One of the biggest things that just motivates me to work here is I feel it's like a university. You just learn things, you can't stop learning things here. Just different projects, innovative approach for solving environmental problems. Yeah, it's great.